Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Fog's World. Another week, another episode. Welcome, welcome, one and all. So I thought I'd start here at the gold farm, showing you some of the changes that I've made here. First of all, I added sea lanterns in the floor to light it up. That's to minimize zombie spawning, and I think it's possible there's some areas there that are dark enough that zombies could still spawn, but it's good enough for me. So that prevents zombie spawns, which keeps the golems alive a little longer. As you can see, there used to be another golem over there, and it's not foolproof. Occasionally one will die, but it happens a lot less than it did. I also, you may tell, divided this into 4 sections or quadrants. It's divided with glass panes. Here, let me get a little closer. So you can see the glass panes are there at floating a level above the ground. That keeps the golems confined to their little quadrants, and it means that a golem is never far away from a zombie pigman when they spawn. So it improves the efficiency just a little bit. I also removed that bottom row of glass for the most part around there, and that's to increase the amount of air blocks that are near the spawn pad. So again, that's to encourage things to spawn a little more frequently. It's not perfect, but it is better. Down here, I added some stairs here, did a little cleanup, made things look a little nicer. But it's basically the same design we had yesterday. And as you can see, it's been producing things pretty well. This, yeah, production's been pretty good. I got several blocks of gold out of this so far. Got a bunch of gas tiers, even get some magma cream. So yeah, I'm happy with this. It's doing really well. Down here, I made a few changes. I went ahead and made sure that there was nothing down here that could spawn things. So I had these holes capped off. I've removed the cap and replaced them with half slabs, or just removed them entirely so they go down to bedrock like this, because mobs will not spawn on bedrock. And that has greatly minimized the amount of spawn. I mean, things like, now I no longer have ghasts floating around and stuff like that because there's nowhere for them to spawn except inside there. So that's improved things quite a bit. And I went ahead and replaced the steps here with real stairs so that it is now faster to go up and down here. I no longer have to jump and get hungry while I do it. So all in all, lots of little improvements, and I'm really, really happy with the outcome. But today, that's not what we're going to do. Today, we're going to go back to the village, and we're going to build something in the village today. Is it getting dark? It's getting dark. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So we're on 1.8 now. 1.8 has finally been released. I'm so excited. We're no longer in snapshots. That's not to say things aren't bug-free. Notice the magic disappearing beacons. I finally figured out what that was. It took me a while. At first I thought it was maybe something to do with the normal, the angle of my head. And it is indirectly related to that. What it really is it looks like the beacon lights will no longer render if the beacon is outside of the field of vision. The beacons that I have are way down there under the ground. So as long as I turn my angle in a way that those are within a reasonable amount of my field of vision, then the beacons stay lit. But the minute they get behind my field of vision, the game thinks it needs to optimize it, and it stops rendering them, which is really, really annoying, because it means when I stand right next to a beacon like this and look up, oh, well, yeah, never mind. Apparently it's not affecting that one. It can't make up its mind when it should render these things and when it shouldn't. It's a little annoying. Yeah, I played around with the armor stands a little bit too. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of lag. Not good. Not good. Alright, hopefully that'll fix the lag a little bit. Okay, so for today's project, I want to do something a little cool. I've got this ladder to the sky that goes way up there, and I almost never use it. Its purpose was to give me a way to get up high enough that the spawn platform inside that box was the only thing within range of my avatar. So that improves the spawn rates of the mob grinder right here. It also gives me a really nice bird's eye view, which I really, really like, of course. So both of those are good things, but I don't like climbing the ladder. So I was going to replace it with some sort of an elevator design. Well, now we have these cool little things. Yeah, slime blocks are pretty darn awesome, no matter how you look at it. Come on, man. There we go. Slime box, very, very cool. I love slime blocks. So what we're going to do today... stop. What we're going to do today is we're going to build a slime block elevator that will levitate us all the way up to the top. And this is using a design that I first saw on Cube Hamster's channel. Cube Hamster is like just a genius. Cube, you need to post more. I know you've been having some issues, and I feel for you, man. I really do. But, man, I miss your posts. Come on. Give us some more posts. Anyway, if you guys haven't seen Cube Hamster, go check him out. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a design based on something that I first saw Cube Hamster do. And I'm going to have to do some ground prep. So I think I'm going to do the ground prep off camera. So if you'll give me a little minute, I will get some stuff started, and I will be right back, and then we will talk. All right, guys, I'm back. So I've dug out this little pit. This pit is 4 blocks deep, and right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 blocks deep. So I've dug out a little 4-block deep pit, and it's about roughly 5 by 5. So that's a 3 by 3 pad in the middle, and so with the space around it, it makes it more or less 5 by 5. And this little contraption here is going to be the main power drive for our elevator. So this right there is a sticky piston pointing, and let's see, is that the sticky piston? No, that's a regular piston, and that's a sticky piston, and that's a sticky piston, and that's a regular piston pointing down. So what you end up with is a pair of worm drives. This here is a little caterpillar drive that'll push up, and this is a little caterpillar drive that will push down. And now what we need to do is come up with a mechanism for getting power to these pistons in such a way that we can move this elevator either up or down. And that is what we're going to do next. This little glass block here, this is the elevator. This is the part that is going to carry me up or down. And the cool thing about this elevator is that it requires absolutely no support structure at all. You start it going and it will just levitate all the way up to the top, at which point you push another button and it will slowly descend back down to the ground. It is not a fast elevator, nor is it a particularly resource-friendly elevator, although it's not too bad. So this is a pretty slow elevator. But it's pretty cool because there's not going to be a tower here. There's just going to be a floating platform right about where that is. So right up in here. So I'm going to get busy putting some more of this together. Let me take a look at my notes here. I think... Yeah, okay. Well, all right. This may be a little tricky for me to build without my... without my reference to go on, but I think I can fix this. Let's see. I need a piston right here. And I need that's a sticky piston, I believe, that I need right there. I think that's right. And then we connect these up with some slime blocks like that. And then what we need to do, let's see, give me you. I need a piston facing down right here, and I believe this needs to be a sticky piston. Let me double check that. Yep, that's a sticky. And get rid of you. Don't need you anymore. Oh, it's getting dark. Getting dark. I want to go sleep. 1 second, guys. I'm going to go take a quick nap because I don't want to have to deal with random spawning. And this place seems to lag a little bit at night. especially when I'm recording. I've noticed that my world lags a bit when I'm recording. 1.8 isn't quite as performant as I would like it to be, for sure. That's okay. Okay, and then this needs to be like a little Tetris shaped thing. Boom, 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 like that. And we put a floating piston thing right up here, right there facing down. I think that's a regular piston, but let me double check. Yeah, that's a regular piston. All right, there. That's good. All right, and now I'm stuck. Can't get out of here. There we go. All right. Now let's see. We've got. Let me make sure I got all this right. I know I haven't placed my redstone blocks yet, but we'll do that in a second. Actually, let's do that right now. We need a redstone block right where? I'm turned around here. Let's see. There's where that is. So I need one right behind him, right there. And I need one where? Where's the other one? The other one I think goes right there. Is that right? Yep. Okay. Now over here we put a regular piston right there. We're going to put a sticky piston above that right here. Oh, but it's got to face that way. Oh, okay. This guy's got to go there. And I'm going to have to get out of here without killing myself. So let's get rid of you. Just like that. Okay, we need a block. And I'm not going to go for fancy here. We need a block right here. I'm going to put a little bit of redstone on that. And I'm going to put another block above it in a second. But before I do, I want to go ahead and seal this up a bit, make it a little prettier. Let's see. Where is... Oh, I didn't bring it. I thought I had brought a prettier block with me, but I didn't. So let's go do that. Let's see. Let's... Do I want to use... What do I want to use here? Let's use the granite. I like granite. It's a pretty block. Whoop. Turned around. Turned around. I'm turned around. You go right there. And we put a button right there, which I am not going to press. I am going to resist the urge to press that button right now. Because if I were to press that button right now, this sucker would take off, and I don't want that. Okay, now, here's where we get a little tricky. This guy is basically ready to go, but before we get him going, we've got to build the station at the top to receive him. So let me go. I'm going to climb that ladder. I'm going to get in the right position. I'm going to start the station at the top, and then we'll come back and talk again. All right, guys, I am standing directly above my little glass block right now. I'm going to eventually remove this block. This is at exactly the right height, totally even with that platform. It's exactly where I want it to be. And this little contraption here is what stops the elevator. This block right there. These two blocks are enough to stop the elevator. This block here doesn't have to be obsidian. I only made it obsidian so that I could have it blend with those. And this right there triggers that guy. So we're ready for a test. I'm going to remove that block so it's out of the way. And we should be good to test this thing. So let's give her a try. We'll go down. And we should be able to make this work. Let me do a little bit of collecting some stuff here. Alright, so I should be able to stand right in the middle of this glass block and hit this button, and this should go. Yeah, there we go. Then we get a nice leisurely ride to the top. Now the danger here is that for a while we might be within range of any skeletons that are on this platform. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Oh, we got the golems there. We're good. It is definitely not a quick ride, but it's pretty cool because you get a great view all the way up, don't you? Hope you guys aren't afraid of heights. It's a long way down. Now the downside to a contraption like this is there's really no good way to make this pretty. I can probably put some things around those slime blocks and pretty it up a little bit, and I may experiment with that a little. But at the end of the day, it's not the most attractive thing in the world. But yeah, clearly this works. I'm happy with this. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm eventually going to tear this down. But before I do, I want to build a platform over here. And, do I stick with the pink? Or do I do the white? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Pink or white? I don't know. I kind of liked the pink. It looked pretty cool. Maybe I will stick with the pink. Maybe I will. So I'm going to go ahead and build up this area here. Actually, what I probably ought to do is I ought to leave that white. And yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I will get back to you. I'm going to pretty this up and do some cleanup off camera, and then we will talk some more. I'll see you in a little bit. Hi guys, welcome back. Here comes the elevator, and it's time for me to show you around, show you the changes that I made. I've finished the station down below. It isn't the prettiest thing in the world, but it'll do, as you'll see as the elevator comes down and fits right in there. Fits in cleanly, and most importantly, when it's in there, I can go walk down into the pit and climb back out without any trouble. So, which is kind of important because I don't really want to fall in there and get stuck. So it's good enough. It's good enough. I did make some changes up above, so let's go up. But more importantly, I've got the full render distance set on now. So as we go up, we should get a really, really nice view. And you can see for quite a ways here. I'll go ahead and speed this up so that you don't have to wait forever while we do this. And here we are. Okay, so as you can tell, I decided to go with pink glass up here instead of white. Part of the reason was because I kind of liked the look. And another part of the reason, though, was so that I could tell where to stand when I send this elevator back down, because I didn't really want the elevator to leave without me. One thing that occurs to me is that I may want to provide a way to get up on top there. Maybe put a ladder here or something. I don't know. I'll think about that. Maybe a ladder there wouldn't go amiss. But this is at the full 32 block render distance or 32 chunk render distance, and oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. Look at that view. That's where the painted mesa is, way out there. And that over there is where the mine is. And way out there is where the ocean monument is. And way farther out in the distance out that way is where the ice spikes biome is. So I did make another change here. I got rid of the flashing beacons on top of the mob grinder, and I replaced them with beacons, or not beacons, but replaced them with the inverted light sensors right there. And the reason I did that is because the flashing beacons, while they were cool, with everything else that's going on in this area, they were creating quite a bit of lag. So that's why at night things got really, really laggy here. So I've gone ahead and fixed that. We'll go ahead and ride this back down and get a better look at those beacons perhaps. And anyway, guys, that is all I have time for today. So holy cow, guys, what a great week it's been. Thank you so much for subscribing and for being here. I hope you enjoy your stay. Wow, we're already up to over 7,500 subscribers. Now, if every one of you could go out and get another friend, we could double that. We could get over 15,000 subscribers, which would be fantastic. So, you know, hey, it's in your hands. Go make it happen. Let's see how long it takes. Wouldn't that be something? Either way, guys, I'm so grateful to have you here, and I'm glad you've decided to subscribe. Hopefully you like what you see and you stick around for more. If you like this video, hit the like button because it does help people find my videos. It's probably the best thing you can do is hit that like button. And the other thing to do is, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. We do this every week. And I will talk to you all again next time, guys. Bye-bye.